Please all rise. Lawrence County Municipal Court's now in session. The Honorable Delaware Capper presiding. All those having business before the court draw nigh and shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Welcome to Lawrence County Municipal Court. We have a few reviews to do. First, for people who have been before the court previously. So when your name's called for that, come up to the table to your right. I'm going to review your progress on what you were ordered to do. Call reviews.
Denise Faulkner, Dakota Pollock, Jeffrey Trout, and Michael Rowe.
Okay, Denise Faulkner.
Sir.
Is that Riverside?
Yes, sir.
And I have a report from them. Well, on your screen today, you tested for benzodiazepines. Do you have a prescription for that?
He's been changing my medicine, so I'm not sure what's going on. He just changed it. Like 2 different medicines. And I take like 4 different ones, so I'm not sure.
Okay. One thing from your report says more effort is needed on her behalf to meet her attendance requirements each week in order
Right.
to remain in compliance. So,
Well, I lost my regular counselor, but now she's back last week, so that was my problem.
okay, so you're telling me you're going to do better?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I work a lot. I work a lot of over hours. You know,
Where are you working in?
Walmart. I do the midnight shift, so it's hard for me to.
Okay. Do you have any payment you're making on your fines today?
Yes, sir.
How much?
20.
All right, see the clerk. Get a better report next month.
Yes, sir.
And let's see what day we want to do. March 24th. Does it matter if it's Monday or Friday?
No.
March 24th, that'll be a Friday.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. March 24th at 9 o'clock. Dakota Pollock.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Completed everything but your fine. So you
Correct.
just have to make payment on your fine. Do you have a payment today?
I want to come back next week and pay it whenever I get paid. If you can it be on a Friday when we come back.
March the 10th is a Friday.
You want to keep that name right, or is it okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're correct. No, I'm not going to set it in. We're having a jury trial that day, so. March 24th.
24th.
9 a.m., March 24th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Michael Rowe has been called and not appear. Will get a warrant for failure to appear, as will Jeffrey Trout. That finishes the reviews. Next are arraignments, and I understand we have quite a few arraignments. So that would be for new charges. And the arraignment hearing is the first hearing on a new criminal charge, or if you think you missed a review hearing, go check in with the clerk's office. If you missed a hearing before, you're going to get called with the arraignments, not with the review. So if you had a prior hearing you missed, or missed a prior review hearing, it's going to be called with these cases. All defendants have the right to remain silent. You don't have to make any statements. Everything that's said in this courtroom is being recorded, so it's on the record. And that means the state of Ohio can use it against you if you get up and admit something that's against your interests. You have a right to have an attorney. You have a right to have one appointed if you're facing a jailable offense, and most of these are jailable offenses. And you qualify financially. You can only get a court-appointed attorney if you meet the guidelines for appointment of counsel, and I'd have to ask you about your income. You have a right to have bail and to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Those are the rights that all defendants have. When you're asked for a plea, if you don't know what to do, if you're confused, if you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want a trial on your case, you need to enter a not guilty plea. Because if you enter a guilty or no contest plea, you're waiving all those rights I just mentioned to you that I just explained. So don't do that unless you fully understand what's going on, what the possible consequences are of you entering one of those entering the plea of guilty or no contest. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Ryan Stevens, case number TRD 23-118.
Sir, are you Ryan S. Stevens?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Stevens, it's alleged that on February the 3rd of this year at 11:09 p.m. in Perry Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under a suspended license. That is an unclassified misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is 500 hours of community service and a $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yep.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
That means you're not fighting it, you agree to be
Yeah.
found guilty if I think the state has enough evidence to convict you.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll accept your no contest plea, and I've got a report from the officer that says defendant was stopped for not having lights on a trailer he was pulling. He told me his license was suspended, and a computer check showed he had an active suspension for child support. Okay. Anything else that you want to tell me about this? I see that there is a child support suspension on, that went on in March of 2021.
Yeah, I've been paying on it for about 3 months now, but getting a hold of anybody down there to get a release is like grinding your teeth against grindstones.
Well, that's what you're going to need to do. Here's what I'll do, because I encourage people to get their license back. I'll give you the choice. I can sentence you today. I'm going to give you community service and a fine if I sentence you today. If you go get reinstated, come back and show me you're reinstated, I'll just give you a fine and no community service. So, your choice. Do you want to come back, show me that you're reinstated, or you want to get it over today?
Yeah, I'll come back and show you I got reinstated.
Okay. So you're going to need to call the Child Support Enforcement Agency.
Yeah.
You have their contact information?
Yep.
Okay. Get with them, get them to lift your suspension, and then it's got to go to the BMV, and then,
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take a little while to get that done. So I suggest us come back in about 6 weeks.
That's fine.
Maybe you should have it finished, but you need to start working on it now. Don't wait until,
Yeah.
don't wait until 6 weeks from now.
Wait till the last day and then try and do it.
Well, that's what a lot of people do. So let's see. 6 weeks is going to be about April 3rd. So I'll set your next hearing for April 3rd. And that's going to be the sentencing at 10 o'clock. So even if things don't go the way you think and you're not reinstated, don't blow this hearing off, because then I have to issue a warrant for you.
Oh, yeah.
Just come back and tell me you need more time, or whatever it is you want to tell me. Come back and handle this. Don't ignore it. It's not going to go away.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting down no contest. I'll make a guilty finding, but I'll delay the sentencing. And make a note, you're trying to get your child support suspension lifted. Anything you want to tell me otherwise, sir?
No.
Okay, April 3rd, 10 o'clock is your next hearing, 10 a.m., April 23rd.
Thank you.
I'm
State of
sorry,
Ohio
did I
versus-
say 23rd, what day, 24th?
23rd, 4 to 3.
April 24th. April 24th is the right date, April 24th. Go ahead.
State of Ohio versus Miranda Mullins, case number CRB 11730 A and B.
All right, you're Miranda Mullins?
Yes,
This is a trespassing case that looks like there was a conviction some time ago,
yes,
and you missed a review hearing on it back in 2012, July 23rd, 2012.
yes.
And did you get arrested on the warrant, or?
No, actually, I am working for a recovery center, and I filed for my CDCAs, and I got the
They
email.
told you had a warrant?
Yes,
Okay. All right, where are you going to go to work?
I work at Southern Hope Recovery.
Okay, very good. Well, it looks like you still have everything left to do. You got 90 hours of community service and a $501 fine and court cost to pay.
Okay,
So I'll lift the warrant.
okay,
So that'll enable you, I guess, to go to work, but you're going to have to start taking care of this. And you can do community service any day, but a holiday or a Sunday. So we have a
Okay.
community service program, Mr. Cooper's in charge of it. So get in here 7:30 a.m. till about 2:30. Be any day you're free to work community service, and you've got quite a few days to do. I'll give you a month before we come back for another hearing, and I'll set yours for March 27th.
March 27th.
So I'm lifted the warrant, so you got a month to work on it, then you'll come back at March 27th, 9 a.m. Those review hearings I had earlier, that's what you're going to be here for.
Okay,
If you don't show up, you get another warrant issued. So just show up, get this stuff taken care of. Once it's finished, we'll come to these hearings.
okay,
Any questions?
no,
Okay.
all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Brandon E. Miller, case number TRC 23184. It's Brandon F. Miller.
Your
Yes,
Honor,
sir. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Mr. Miller also has a criminal case as well that I just gave to Vivian, so
Okay.
they must have just got disconnected.
All right, sir, if you'll there's another case coming that's not filed yet. The prosecutor just gave it to the clerk for filing. So we've got your traffic charge. There's another charge that's going to be filed. So I'll recall you later once I have that other paperwork. So
Okay.
your case will be recalled later in the docket.
Okay.
So don't leave the courthouse.
State of Ohio versus Jerron Penn, case number TRC 22859 A and B.
All right, sir, you, Jerome Penn.
Yes, sir, I am.
It's alleged that you missed a hearing on December 30th of 22, and that was on an OVI conviction.
Yes,
You admit or deny you missed that hearing?
I admit that I missed that hearing.
Do you have an explanation?
In all honesty, sir, I kind of forgot. I called my probation officer last week. I was under the belief that I had court at the end of February going into March and try to find out the court date. And that's how I found out that I had the bench warrant issued. So I made my way back down here.
Okay. And where do you live, sir?
Beckley, West Virginia.
Okay. All right, I'll cancel the warrant. I see you did make a pretty substantial payment on your fines and court costs today. You still have some left, and you have done all your community service.
Yes.
Have you been to the 3-day school yet?
No, sir, I haven't. I did speak to her prior to coming in here. I'm hoping either by the end of today or tomorrow, I can make the initial payment to...
Okay, so you've already talked to the representative. You're going to do it here in this
Yep.
county?
Yes.
And I think you'll need that for West Virginia also. West Virginia DMV will require that before they'll let you get your license back. Or you have West Virginia driver's license?
Yes.
Yeah. They're going to require proof of that before you get a license back.
Okay.
So, I'll cancel the warrant, set your next hearing for April 27th. And I'll allow you, since you're out of the area, you can appear by teleconference. Like we've got someone that's appearing on the screen right now.
Yes.
You can do that. Go to the probation office, they can give you the sign-in information. I assume you have access to either a laptop or a smartphone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'll allow you to do that as long as you're making good progress toward getting your stuff taken care of. Any questions, sir? That'll be at 10 a.m. March 27th.
Yes, sir. I have no questions.
Okay, that's all. You're free to go.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Janika Tuttle, case number CRB 23108.
And ma'am, are you Janika Tuttle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Struble, you can leave your video off. We'll come to you when we're ready for you. Okay, Ms. Tuttle, it's alleged that on February the 18th of this year, you purposely deprived Walmart of property without their consent. That's a theft offense, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge? Do you understand
Yes,
your
Your Honor.
rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
I have a lawyer.
Okay, who is your lawyer?
Faulkner or Jogiel?
Rick Faulkner?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put him down. He practices in this court. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. Did Mr. Faulkner give you any time frames when he was available for a hearing?
No, Your Honor. I haven't spoken with him
Okay.
yet.
We'll go about 3 weeks out instead of hearing. Well, I'm going to make it 4. So March 20th. March 20th will be your next hearing. So communicate that with Mr. Faulkner. You can sign a $1,000 signature bond. And what that means is you're just signing a piece of paper that says you promise to come to court as you're ordered to, or she have a bond up? Okay. You already have a bond up, so you don't need a signature bond. Your bond is continued that you posted.
Okay.
So just come to court, and if you don't show up, then your bail bond is going to be active. So you got to get here for your next court date, unless Mr. Faulkner tells you he's made arrangements for a different date. You have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, that's all.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Henchman, case number CRB 23107.
And sir, you Joshua Henchman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Henchman, it's alleged on February the 18th, you deprived Walmart of property without their consent, that you did so purposely. That's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead?
No contest.
No contest means you're not fighting the charge, but you are agreeing you can be found guilty if I think what the state says it has is enough for a conviction in
Yes,
terms
Your
of
Honor.
the evidence they have.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I've got an affidavit from a Christopher Fields, who I think is a Walmart employee, that says, I saw Josh in the bike aisle, saw him start to open items. I followed him, and he opened up more and started to put it in his pocket, then saw him take a bag of dog food over the top of a bike pump, walk to the front, and he only pays for $25 worth, and then walks past the last point of sale. Any statement you wish to make?
The only statement I have is, whenever I put the dog food in there, I had the bike part in my buggy, but I didn't realize I put it over top of it completely, like I thought I already grabbed it out. When I scanned everything else in my cart, but I didn't lift my dog food out. I used a hand scanner and scanned my dog food,
Okay.
forgetting about the bike part in the bottom of the cart. And I explained that to the worker.
Well, I'm going to take that as a not guilty plea because theft is a specific intent crime. In other words, you have to intend to take something purposely from the owner. If you accidentally take something, that's not theft.
Right.
So what you told me is that you accidentally took this, so that's a not guilty plea. Do you wish to have an attorney appointed to represent you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you working?
I'm currently getting ready for employment.
But you don't have a job right now?
Not at the present second.
Okay, so you're qualified for court-appointed counsel. I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you. He's here today, so we'll get your lawyer in here and introduce you. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you.
All right.
Mr. Stratton, this is Joshua Hinsman. It's a Walmart theft allegation. He tried to enter a no contest plea and I wouldn't take it because he told me that it was an accident. He didn't intend to take the item alleged. So I changed it to a not guilty plea.
Okay.
He can sign a $1,000 signature bond. And looking in March, probably the 20th or 17th or 20th, 17th of March or after would be fine.
The 20th would be fine, Your Honor.
20th, yeah. March 20th will be the next hearing.
Okay.
It's going to be a pretrial at 10 a.m.
All right.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Brandon F. Miller, case number TRC 23-184 and CRB 23-110.
All right, Mr. Miller, I now have both charges, so we'll start with the criminal charge first, 23-110. I think you were just served a copy of it. It alleges that on February the 19th, 2023, Fayette Township, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Corinthia Crawford. That's an assault charge. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. Then the traffic charge is 23-184. Alleges February 19th, 2023 at 4:15 a.m. in Fayette Township that you were driving a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol. And it's alleged that you took a breath test and tested 186 on a breath test. It is alleged that this would be your first conviction if you are convicted. On a first offense, the maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. That's the most the court can impose if you're found guilty. There is a minimum, and the minimum is affected by what you test on the breath test. So I want to explain that to you. There's 2 numbers on the breath test that are important, really important. One is the per se level, under Ohio law, 08, or we'll just drop the first decimal point, say 8 is a per se level violation. What does that mean? It means if the state, and it's a big if the state can show compliance with the health department rules before giving the test, there's a presumption that you are impaired if you test 8 or higher on the breath test. They can only get the presumption if they show compliance with the rules for giving the test, including calibration, that sort of thing. Another number that's really important on the breath test is 17. Any test score above 17 is considered a high test, and that increases the minimum penalty. The state's alleging you tested 18.6, so over 17. So your test score is considered a high test. And what that does is on the minimum, even on a first offense, if you test 17 or higher, there's mandatory jail. If it's below 17, there's not mandatory jail. On a first offense with a high test score, the minimum penalty is 3 days in a treatment program and 3 days in jail. And 3 days in jail is because of the high test score. 6-month license suspension and a $525 fine. That's the minimum the court's allowed to impose if you're convicted. You understand that?
The minimum doesn't mean mandatory.
No, minimum means mandatory. In other words, your legislature, the people you vote to go to Columbus that enact the law, they say, judges, you must give at least this penalty on a first offense with this test score. That's what it means. So that's the minimum mandatory penalty on a first offense with a high test score. Do you have any other questions? Do you understand the rights you have that I explained at the beginning of court?
Yes, I don't want to do jail time, and I would like to talk with an attorney.
Okay, let's enter a not guilty plea for you. Remember what I said at the beginning of this? If you want to talk to a lawyer, or if you don't know what to do, and it seems to me like you don't know what to do, so you got both of those going. Let's enter a not guilty plea and talk about counsel for you. Are you employed?
I am.
What do you do?
I'm a full-time Lyft driver, but as of right now, that's not possible because my license is suspended.
Full-time what driver?
Full-time Uber and Lyft driver.
Okay. I got you. I didn't understand what you said. I heard driver, but I didn't hear what you said before that. Well, what do you make? I have to determine your gross annual income. What do you make in the typical year? Do you file an income tax return?
I just started, so it's been 8 months that I've been a driver. I didn't meet the threshold this year, 20,000.
You make less than 20,000 a year gross?
Yes.
Okay, you're eligible then for a court-appointed counsel. I'm going to appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. I've entered a not guilty plea for you on both cases, and when Mr. Steyer's here, so we're going to have him come in the courtroom so you can meet him, and then we'll decide when your next hearing is going to be.
Okay.
Just stay right there. Mr. Steyer's coming. Bailiff went to get him. This is Mr. Steyer. This is Brandon Miller. He has a first offense OBI with a high test score, and he has an assault charge, both alleged to have occurred on the same day. We entered a not guilty plea for him. He is qualified for court-appointed counsel. Is there a protection order requested? Is there any problem with you staying away from Corinthia Crawford?
There is no problem with
You
me
don't live in the
staying.
same household or anything like that?
She lives in this area of town. I live in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. So I'm going to enter an order for you to stay away from her. Don't go around her. Don't contact her. Don't post stuff about her on social media. And so that's called a protection order. You're going to sign that. And I'm looking at the 17th of March or after, Mr. Steyer. What's good for your schedule?
I'm available the 24th.
He has a bond up, so his bond is continued. You have a bond you've already posted, so that bond will be continued. You say you're available the 24th?
Yes, I'm available the 24th.
March 24th will be the next hearing for pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, you want to write that down, March 24th. Okay, just wait for me in the lobby, I'll be out talking to you in minutes, okay? Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Dylan Hooper, case number CRB 23109.
And sir, you're Dylan Hooper?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hooper, it's alleged February the 18th, 2023, in Fayette Township, you purposely deprived Walmart of property without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, and a $1,000 fine. Do you understand this charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
No, I have a lawyer.
Okay. Are you with Mr. Faulkner also?
Yes,
or-
correct.
Okay, I'll put him down.
Alrighty.
And when did I set the case? Was it the 24th or?
Yes.
24th? Okay. So that,
She said
20th?
She said the 20th.
Okay, we want to set them the same day, so March 20th. Yeah, that is a Monday. March 20th will be your next hearing, pre-trial at 10 o'clock. And you've posted a bond, so your bond's continued as you posted it. And a not guilty plea is entered for you. Any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. March 20th, unless Mr. Faulkner tells you otherwise.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all we do.
That's all the arraignments we have.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Okay, you got some more? We'll just hand them to the bailiff.
State of Ohio versus Taylor Bryan, CRB 23112.
And ma'am, are you Taylor Bryan?
Yeah.
Ms. Bryan, it's alleged that on February the 19th of 2023 at Fayette Township, you purposely deprived Walmart of property without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand the charge?
Yeah.
You understand your rights?
Yeah.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Yeah.
Do you have a job?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a direct care support professional.
Are you paid by the hour for that?
Yeah.
How much per hour?
12,
How many hours a week?
about 40.
Do you have any children?
No.
You're a single person?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been working?
Like 2 months.
Okay. Because you're making, I get your income at about $25,000 a year gross. Does that sound right to you?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, that's actually more than what a single person I can appoint counsel for. It's the cutoff is about $20,000 for a single person. So, you'll have to hire your own attorney to represent you.
Okay.
I'll give you a month to make arrangements to do that. So your next hearing is going to be March 24th
Okay.
at 10 o'clock. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. And you did post a bond.
Yeah.
Your bond's continued that you already posted. Be back here March 24th at 10 o'clock for your next hearing. Be a pre-trial.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus James Helton, case number CRB 23111. And
sir, are you James Helton?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mr. Helton, it's alleged that Fayette Township, February 19th of 2023, you purposely deprived Walmart of property without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand this charge?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to the charge?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Yes.
Are you working?
I'm in it like an on-call maintenance man right now. I've been getting like maybe 15 hours every week or so.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yeah.
How much per hour?
$10.
Okay, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel, and I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. Entering a not guilty plea for you. Set it same time as the co-defendant if you're available, March 24th. March 24th will be the next hearing. We've got a pretrial at 10 o'clock. And Mr. Helton's bond is continued as he posted it. March 24th, 10 a.m. is the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, that finishes up the arraignments that we have. There might be more coming. We're going to go to the pretrials now. So we need Mr. Heal's already here. Other lawyers, they have pretrials and they come in, and we need defendants come in the courtroom.
State of Ohio versus Kimberly Schemes, case number CRB 16826. Kimberly Schemes.
Okay, this is the case that was set for expungement. Mr. Heal, the prosecutor has already looked at this and has signed off. Ms. Skeens, did anyone help you prepare your judgment entry and petition?
No.
Okay, I've struck the final paragraph because I didn't think it was appropriate. Otherwise, your judgment entry is approved and will go to the clerk's office. If you want a copy of that, you can obtain it from the clerk's office.
When can I obtain that?
Set. Just a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Courtney Riggs, case number CRB 22738.
Okay, this is Ryan Ashworth, the special prosecutor.
And it's supposed to be at noon.
Okay, all right, we'll just pass this till later in the docket.
State of Ohio versus Billy Faulkner, case number CRB 22725.
This is set for pretrial today. It's Attorney Tyler Smith's case.
Children's Service still has a case pending. You don't know anything with the juvenile? Are you involved in it at all? Or is your wife?
Is he back home with them? Tyler,
Counseling and different things today.
is he back home?
No. He's in Mendon Reeds.
Your Honor, this is a case in which there's some children's services involvement because the alleged victim is a minor. If I may have some time to send a message to Children's Services to find out exactly what the status is at this time, I'd like to try to move the case along if possible.
To do it today and recall
Yes,
it?
I'm just going to send a text message.
All right, so we call this later in the docket.
He's playing for the juvenile. See what they are. Over recording case. Just good to have a seat. Have a seat? Yeah. See if I play back up.
State of Ohio versus Brandon G. Helton, case number CRB 2318, TRD 213585 A and D, TRD 213053 A and D.
This is also Attorney Tyler Smith's case set for pretrial.
This is Are you in any county council or anything, treatment?
He's got these DUSs. Oh, he has.
Yeah, he's got. I'm trying to suspend years. Hopefully that's fine. Yeah, he had fines and stuff to pay.
Okay.
Have you done any community service?
No, I've been playing on server. The only days I can do it is Saturdays.
Okay, well, probably get added. All right. You know, I think we have this matter resolved today. It's a M1 Walmart theft case, first offense, so I believe the state's going to do standard treatment for it. This recommendation, with that, will change our plea to guilty. I believe he also has some older cases that he has to do some community service and pay some fines on, so I guess this will just add more community service.
Well, we might as well add several thousand hours. Because he's not going to do it. He hasn't done anything he's been ordered to do so far.
I plan on
On
starting.
these prior cases, it's been over a year. So I'm not willing to take his plea right now. I want to hold this out because this is jailable. Let's delay it. You better get in here and get some of this community service knocked out that he's been owing, or he's going to get jail time on this case.
Okay.
Okay, when would you like to come back, John?
A month.
All right.
Can you do some of it within the next month?
I can, but I can only come Saturdays. It's hard for me to get during the week.
Saturdays are good. Saturday is great.
I just won't be able to get a whole lot done before next time. I can come every Saturday.
Let's see. You only owe 5 days of community service total is what you owe, but you haven't done any of it. He did make a payment on his fines on one case. So when we go 6 weeks out, that gives him a chance to knock this community service out, come back, and if he does that, then I'll be willing to do non-jail on the theft offense. Otherwise, he's looking at jail on the theft.
All right.
So that would be April 3rd.
That's fine.
April 3rd will be the next hearing. I'm going to put it down as a sentencing. And pretrial on review on the other cases.
What time would that be at?
10 o'clock.
So, did he enter a plea of guilty to the theft charge today?
That's my understanding. You're entering a guilty plea today.
Yes, Your Honor, and then we'll just do sentencing.
I'll delay sentencing, give him a chance to get his other cases at least more completed before sentencing on this new charge. Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Got it. April 3rd, it's the next hearing, 10 a.m.
All right.
I appreciate it.
State of Ohio versus Keandre Hill, case number CRB 2314.
It's Attorney Tyler Smith's case, pre-trial.
It's 60 days. You're spending 57, you already spent 3 in. You were here for 3 days and you get the full 50,000. 30 hours for Your Honor, this matter is also, I believe, been resolved. The state's made an offer to finalize this with change of plea. There'll be 60 days Jail, suspend 57. He's already got 3 days in, so you get credit for 3 days of jail time. And 30 hours community service and forfeit the gun that was in the vehicle. And with that, we ask the court to adopt that sentence, and we'll change our plea to guilty.
Okay, do we have an identification of the weapon? Let's see. I see it in this affidavit, but I don't think there's I don't see a serial number or anything. Do you have anything else?
Oh.
It says Ruger LC 380.
Yes, Your Honor, I've got a serial number.
Okay, good.
324.
Well, hold on just a minute. We'll get, go ahead.
248. 48. Ruger, is it LC 380?
LC is what's in the affidavit, 380. All right, so what's the plea that's being entered, Mr. Smith?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Is that correct, Mr. Hill?
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to say?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I would like to make a comment on behalf of the state. I want Mr. Hill to know that a lot of thought was put into this by the prosecutor's office, myself in particular. The circumstances were such that we could take this in a much more serious way if we thought that he really had the intention of doing something really harmful with the gun. But we're willing to consider all the circumstances. And so the fact that he'd done 3 days in jail already played into it. But we need him to understand that the handling guns that way is not the way to be, and especially when law enforcement's involved. I believe he was taking a nap or whatever, and of course the officer felt that he might be in distress in some way and approached him, and things didn't go exactly the way they should have. But we're willing to consider all things, and hopefully he's learned something from this.
Okay, anything you want to say in response, sir?
I mean, I want to say I appreciate it, but I mean, I know he's saying that he's seeing me reaching for a gun, but I didn't even know the gun was in the car. But I mean, I just want to say I appreciate it. That's all I really want to say. So,
Okay, are you saying it's not your gun, or whose gun was it?
I appreciate it. I don't really got nothing else to say.
Well, if you enter a guilty plea, you're admitting that the charge is true. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
It's an obstruction charge, Your Honor.
Yes.
I don't think it is.
Okay, and what was the recommended fine?
We didn't make a recommendation.
$200 fine. Order the court costs be paid. 60 days in jail suspended. Well, we'll give you suspend 57, credit for 3. I think you already
That's
said 3
correct,
days. The gun is going to be forfeited and destroyed. Add and destroyed. Copy of the judgment will be sent to the sheriff's office. Uh, 2 years of level 4 probation. Review hearing will be September 25th of this year. You'll need to meet with Mr. Major in the probation office when he's free to go.
State of Ohio versus Kara Hearn, case number CRB 2381.
Your Honor, we have a theft case here. We're going to plead guilty to that charge this morning.
Okay. Is that correct, Ms. Hearn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you need to be sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, my usual procedure on these is to have you do a drug screen before I do the final sentencing. So I want you to go do that, and then we'll come back out and we'll decide what we're going to do on your sentencing. So go do your screen.
All right, thank you.
Go out in the lobby and I'll show you directly where to go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Paul Lewis, case number CRB 22586.
Your Honor, we had to continue this hearing back in January. It's actually from October, last time we were in court. If there wasn't any problems, for 90 days, we're going to dismiss it. I think there have been no problems, so.
My notes were 90 days with court costs assessed.
Yeah. Pay court costs.
And Your Honor, we were in recent contact with the alleged victim, and he indicated no further problems.
Okay, can Mr. Lewis pay the court costs today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, be dismissed on payment of costs, see the clerk.
All right, that's it.
How much is it?
135, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, 135. Yeah. So just go out here to the right.
You leave the courtroom.
Yeah, just go pay it, and that's it.
State of Ohio versus Gregory May, case number CRB 2390.
Your Honor, there's a companion case to this in Alston, May.
Okay, we'll call that out. What was the first name?
Alston.
Austin May. Austin May is also going to be called.
State of Ohio versus Austin May, case number CRB 2389.
And that's Mr. Steyer's case.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
I filed a motion to dismiss on speedy trial grounds, and I believe Mr. Stratton has filed a mirroring motion and providing you with bench copies. There's also a file copy that I assumed it hadn't made it into the file yet this morning. The basics of the motion, which I think Mr. Hill wants to ask for a hearing date on anyway, but just the basics are that this matter arose back in November, and they were cited on that date for whatever reason, they were cited to Ironton Municipal Court, and then later recited into this court. But the issuance of the citation is what starts the speedy trial time frame, and it had already elapsed before the citation of this court had even been issued.
Mr. Hill.
Well, the only issue I have is, and he's correct, the alleged offense took place on the border between townships, and I forget the town, I guess Mason.
According to the citation.
Yeah, and originally it was filed as having taken place in the adjacent, which I don't remember which township that was. But anyway, so we determined that it was Mason, should be filed here. The only question I have is, if the charge in Ironton was dismissed, then the time would be told until the case was filed here. And that would be the only thing I would need to look at, unless you're saying that the time ran before the case in Ironton was ever dismissed.
No, I don't know when the case in Ironton was dismissed. I think that's irrelevant in this situation. While there is some authority that says that dismissing a case to take it to a higher court is reason told time, I don't think we just filed it in the wrong place told time. I think issuance citation, I mean, it could have been refiled timely, and it could have been brought in time to bring speedy trial, but this wasn't even refiled until after speedy trial time frame had passed. The new citation was issued I believe, I think it was the new one. Well, it doesn't even say on here when the new one was served, so I'm actually not sure when the new citation was served. I take that back. I saw February 13th, but I think that was the date of arraignment.
Yeah.
But the date of arraignment happened after speedy trial had already elapsed. Speedy trial elapsed sometime in January.
And it may well be, but I would like to review it. And
Right.
of course,
Okay,
these are
let's
the
do
kinds
this then, and we'll let the state take a look at it. I haven't, the only authority I see cited is the revised code. I don't know if there's any case law on this or not, but the state wants to review it and respond.
Please, Your Honor.
How much time?
I can do it in 1 week if need be.
I'm here on the 31st, if Mr. Stratton's available.
31st. There's a 31st.
Oh, I'm looking at March when I said that. I apologize. I'm here on the 27th, which is the next court date. I was looking at March for something.
27th is fine, Your Honor.
Well, it may not be fine with the court.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's okay. So 27th. All right, I'm gonna put this back on the docket. I'll just put it as a pretrial, that date, February 27th, and looking for a response from the state. It's their position. Okay, February 27th, the next hearing, 10 o'clock.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
All right, hopefully we'll have to resolve.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Darrell Campbell, case number CRB 23106. Darrell Campbell.
All right, this is Mr. Stratton's case, set for pre-trial today. Mr. Campbell didn't respond when his name was called earlier.
didn't say his name right.
He's here.
Campbell, if there's a Campbell, come up.
He's
please.
here. Your Honor, if you remember, this is a case from Friday.
Okay.
Mr. Campbell was in jail, was released to his mother.
He's a student.
Yes, yeah, yes. And I guess what we'd like to do is set this for another pretrial, make sure things are going okay at home. I think that's what the prosecutor wants to do. I think we can ask his mom how things are going.
How did the weekend go? I guess that's what we need to know.
Great.
Okay. So we're okay keeping things the way they are right now?
And we'll waive time, Your Honor.
When would you want to come back?
It's up to the court. Whatever the court wants us to.
Well, I'd like to interfere with, he's at the, is he at the vocational school?
Yeah, he goes to Sims Valley High School.
Sims Valley?
Yeah, he has a doctor's appointment today at 2:30.
Okay, so I'm assuming, is there spring break the week of April 10th to the 14th? Is that too far out to go?
I don't think it's too far out to go, and Ms. Hughes knows how to contact the authorities if there's a problem, so.
Because I don't want him to miss any more school if we can avoid it, so I think, well, let's see.
7th through the 14th is Ironton, if that means anything.
Okay, I think they're all the same. So April 10th?
April 10th is fine, right?
April 10th is going to be the next hearing at 10 o'clock. And then, of course, you can always call and report a problem, get it back on the docket earlier if there is one. Hopefully not.
No. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Call us if you need anything.
Senator James Stapleton or Lisa Midkiff in here.
State of Ohio versus David Pedersen, case number CRB 2376. David Pedersen.
Mr. Steyer's case set for pretrial.
And Your Honor, it's Peterson. I think the name is misspelled on the file with 2 T's and an O, and it should be Petersen.
Right, it is Peterson, I remember. 1 T, not 2.
Yes. Yeah, and Your Honor, I believe the state is offering to place this matter on a 90-day continuance, and if there are no further problems, the state,
We subpoenaed the victim.
yeah, she's here.
Is Ms. Hodgins here?
Brandy?
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, I have Ms. Hodgins here. She's the alleged victim. And she is in favor of keeping the protection order at this time, if there is one. I think there's already one in place. And she has indicated that this has been an ongoing thing between her and Mr. Peterson, and that Mr. Peterson has issues that need intervention in the form of anger and substance abuse. So instead of just simply saying we want to do a 90-day continuance, we believe that this requires a little more in the way of intervention, and so we would agree to continuing the case and let him go forth and be in treatment and show some significant accomplishments in that, improvements. According to Ms. Hodgins, he's been in and out of treatment several times already, and apparently not been successful.
And Your Honor, I have a letter here that I'm going to provide a copy to Mr. Heald, and I have a copy to bring forward if I may.
Yes.
And it is from Moving Forward Residential in McDermott, Ohio. I'm not sure exactly what McDermott is. I know it's in the Portsmouth area.
Outside of Portsmouth.
Outside Portsmouth. And he is enrolled in inpatient treatment there. Are you guys part of the counseling center, or?
No, we're
just
not.
connect?
We're inside of the county.
Just inside of the county. Scioto County Agency, and there's a representative here from the agency.
Does Mr. Peterson live in Scioto County?
I believe he's effectively living at the treatment center at this point. He was resident with the alleged victim and is no longer there. So he's, basically that's also where he lives now. It's better if you don't, but you can. That's fine. Wait till it's your turn.
Are you looking for a response? Well, I mean, the letter seems like they lay out a pretty comprehensive program. I've never heard of the program before, but it seems like it's a well thought out schedule of things. And so if he's willing to, apparently he's already enrolled in it, he's already part of it. So if he's willing to continue to do that, we would be agreeable to accepting that completion of that program as a prerequisite for us dismissing the case with the payment of court costs. If he doesn't, then we'll go forward and seek a conviction.
The only thing that I don't see here, and I haven't read it that closely, but it seems like, from what I see in the affidavit, there needs to be a component of mental health or anger management type counseling. Is that addressed at all?
Do you guys have anger management?
We do not. We do address mental health, but we don't have like anger management.
Do you have a connection with an agency that provides anger management by any chance in the area?
I'm not sure. I usually don't do this, so
Okay.
I'm just filling in for somebody today, so unfortunately I'm not able to answer that.
Your Honor, I assume there has to be some agency in Scioto County that provides anger management. I'll just tell Mr. Peterson he needs to look into one of those agencies and make a connection. And I'm assuming that the agency he's with would be able to assist him in that, even if they don't have an existing connection. And they may actually have an existing connection. So I think that's probably something we can have taken care of, and with he just needs to understand that he has to get that done if he wants to come back here and get the dismissal.
All right. Ms. Hodgins, is there anything you want to tell me?
He needs to continue it after the 90 days because that's the problem, after he gets out.
So he's been in a treatment program before?
Yeah, and it stops for a while and then he'll pick right back up.
Okay. And you all have a child together?
No.
Oh, there are no children? But you had a prior relationship, or what is your relationship?
We started dating 8 months ago.
Okay.
The 90-day thing is, I mean, this might be something that doesn't end in 90 days. We're not looking strictly at that time period.
Your Honor, I'd like to caution Mr. Peterson that by speaking to the court, he is waiving his right to silence, and that anything he says will be on record and can be used against him and may prejudice him, but nevertheless, he wishes to make a statement. So having put that on the record, I'm going to ask that he be given the floor.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, she's right that I've done this before, 3 or 4 times. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. This time I have a problem with alcohol. It's not just a 90-day program. You go to transitional after that. I plan on doing that. I really want to try to, do the right thing, Your Honor, and, I do have a problem with alcohol. I apologize for being in the courts, here with this because I don't go to jail sober.
Yeah, well, what you need to, and maybe you are understanding this, what we're, and I think Ms. Hodgins wants, is a change in your lifestyle. This is not a commitment for 3 months.
It's forever.
It's got to be from now on.
Yes,
you got to recognize this is something I have to change about myself. This 3 months is just to get me on the right path.
Exactly.
But it's got to be, you got to commit to that path, not to say, well, I'm going to do this for 3 months and then I'm going to divert back to what I was doing before. Probably means changing your friends, changing where you go, that kind of thing. And that has to be a long-term commitment. And it sounds like that's what you're saying. Is that correct?
I want this to, yes, Your Honor, I mean, it does, I guess you can relate to me 100% that I have done it. I'm in this moving forward. I'm telling you, it's probably one of the best programs that I've been in. I've learned a lot in 2 weeks, and I have a lot to go. I don't want to, it doesn't stop at 90 days. It really doesn't. And I lost everything, this time, including, Ms. Hodgins, her son, my job, a place to live. And I really hit bottom. I was really broken over this. I don't want to just do 90 days. It's for me, but it's to show her, hey, I get it. I want to be responsible. I get it. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Okay. Well, I think you're all on the right, you're saying the right things. We'll see. Time will tell.
Yes, it will.
It'll tell. We'll know, but it's going to take a while. So let's come back maybe 6 weeks and see where we are then. And he can appear since and here's what I would ask from the agency. If he leaves, if he fails, if something doesn't go right, you need to notify the court immediately so we'll know. And if he is being successful, you don't have to bring him here. If you got a laptop, he can appear by teleconference, and you don't have to drive him all the way here from side of the county. Okay, you can appear on teleconference. April 3rd, is that a good date?
I have a jury trial April 3rd, but I'm available April 7th.
Okay, April 7th will be the next hearing.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck, Mr. Peterson.
Thank you.
See you on April 7th. All right.
State of Ohio recalls Kara Hearn, case number CRB 2381. Kara Hearn.
Have you seen the results?
I have.
Your Honor,
spoke with Ms. Hearn in the restroom, and she's willing to do outpatient, and we can try it and see if it's something that's manageable for her at this time.
What's the realistic possibility that's gonna work? I mean,
Probably not great.
where do you live, Ms. Herman?
In South Point. I didn't know that there was a facility right in South Point for treatment. It was a hard time getting back and forth because I don't drive.
Well, how's that gonna work?
Because it's within a couple of blocks of my house.
Is that correct?
That's what she stated.
Okay, well, let's try it, but I'm not gonna go very long, because I think you're at risk. March 6th. So I'm gonna give you a chance to prove to me that you can do this outpatient. Because my initial inclination is you probably need to go inpatient, but I'll let you try to prove to me that you can do it outpatient. You come back in 2 weeks, or roughly.
March 6th is a bad day for me, Your Honor.
Okay, March 3rd.
Yes.
So it's
I've been in treatment before. I just quit one.
So we list that as a sentencing, Your Honor?
yeah, let's do it as a sentencing. I've accepted your plea. And will you agree with me if you are not successful in this next time frame that you'll go inpatient?
Do I have to agree with you right now?
Yeah. I'm not gonna set it up and say, well, you can come back in 10 days and you failed and didn't do well, and say, okay, keep doing what you're doing. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make you go to inpatient or go to jail.
I can agree, yes.
And she does well by having a clean drug screen.
Yeah.
That's
Clean
exactly
drug
what.
screens and good reports from Bethesda is what I wanna see March 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll see you March 3rd.
Thank you.
March 3rd. Good, good.
State of Ohio versus Brandy M. Hines, case number TRC 222783 A and B. And the new charge, Your Honor, case number TRC 23182. Brandy Hines.
I'm on video.
Well, she's on my video, but she's not on the screen in the courtroom, so I don't know if you can fix that.
On my end, your camera turned off.
Let's see. Nope, it's, well, there it is, okay. You're appearing now in the courtroom. And it looks like there is a new charge. There is, February the 18th. 2023 at 2:57 a.m. in Perry Township, operating a vehicle intoxicated is the charge with a refusal. Do you acknowledge receiving that citation, Ms. Hines?
Yes.
Okay, I'll enter a not guilty plea. So she should have done, I don't know why she wasn't charged, she should have been charged with driving under suspension also, because this December 18th case, she should have had an automatic license suspension on that, because she,
The ticket taken, he does have driving under suspended license.
I don't see it on this charge. Plus, I haven't received that charge yet. You see it?
There's only an indication on there, is it on the ticket, the house didn't come through electronically?
No, it's not.
Well,
We'll follow up on that, Your Honor.
Yeah. Well, what's the state's position on bond on this new OBI charge? We've got two pending now. And the first is a high test score.
Is that Ms. Hines on the screen? Is she?
Yeah, on my screen it's clear, but on that screen it's not. For some reason.
Wonder where she is right now.
Where are you located, Ms. Hines?
I am at my house.
In Ironton?
Yes.
Well, Your Honor, I mean, this obviously raises our concerns to a whole different level as far as the safety of the community with her out driving around. Of course, it's only allegations at this point, understandable.
Technically, she has not appeared today, although she's appearing by teleconference. So what I would suggest, I want to see her in person. That way, at this point, I could still issue a capias for her to the OSP rather than just putting a warrant out into the wind, which is not going to go anywhere. Nobody's going to actually go look for her. The OSP will actually go look for her and round her up.
Give her a bond until maybe Friday, Judge.
I'm not going to give her any bond. I'm just going to reschedule the arraignment.
Okay.
And then if she doesn't appear, I will issue a capias to the OSP. All right, Ms. Hines, you are on notice that you're to appear. We need to pick a date. About the 27th, Mr. Morpher, are you available then?
I believe, give me one
You
second.
do either Friday the 24th or Monday the 27th.
I would need it to be on a Monday, if possible.
I'm here both days, Your Honor.
We'll set it for the 27th. You need to be at the court in Chesapeake on February 27th for arraignment. And if you don't appear, then I'm going to send a capias for which is a commandment for the OSP to seize your body. And they will do that for not appearing. And you are not to be driving.
Okay, well, to be fair, I wasn't driving that night either, so.
Okay? Well, it's alleged that you were out and about at 2:57 a.m. So I don't know if that's incorrect or not, but that's the allegation. So there shouldn't be any allegations like that. We'll see you on February 27th for arraignment and pretrial on your old case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jesse J. Bentley, case number TRD 212464 and TRC 183773.
This is Mr. Walker's case.
16, 17 days, please. Are you in? Yes, sir. The court? Yeah, I heard also, yeah, community. Where's Champaign County? Huh? Where's Champaign County? Yeah, where it's supposed to be. It says here Champaign County.
Can you show me
Yeah, it's got where it's from down. They must type it wrong.
CRA 21300? What happened to he had a felony case, possession of heroin, that went to the grand jury last year. Whatever happened with that? Can we check on that?
Yes.
That's the reason I'm in rehab now. I just went to court in Ironton, community.
So that you were indicted and that...
They had a holder on me down there in Ironton, and I went Wednesday, last Wednesday. A couple Wednesdays ago, my bad.
Who's your judge in common pleas?
Finley, yes, sir.
Judge, I think that the letter to Prom Hometown is addressed to wrong court. We believe it should be Gallia County Court of Common Pleas. It says Champaign County.
Okay, I don't have a report from Hometown. But there was when he had a felony here, it was transferred to the, went to the grand jury, not only to the grand jury last spring, possession of heroin charge.
And I'm looking at that right now, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I think it's direct to us. It says to Chesapeake Municipal Court, and this is Champaign County Common Pleas Court.
He was arraigned on February the 15th in Common Pleas Court. And he received no R bond and GPS monitoring and to seek treatment.
Yeah, he just started with Hometown on February 16th.
Correct.
So, the indictment was last fall in October.
Took from May, we acknowledged that to the grand jury in May of 2022. Is this my copy or?
Yes, Judge.
Did you get a common plea from this one? Yeah. My common plea, I guess I should say.
He had a prior OVI here in 2018, which he did some of it, but he never finished it. He did his community service, he did go to the 3-day school, but he never finished paying his fine. And then he also had pending here, that's not resolved, a driving under suspension. That was from 21, September 5th, 2021. So is there a case in common pleas in Gallia County also?
No, sir, Ironton.
Just Ironton.
How do you want to proceed, Mr. Hubel?
Is the only charge here the driving under suspension?
That's the only unresolved charge. He had an OVI he pled to.
Okay.
That he had done some of it, but he'd missed, and he'd been, let's see, he got arrested on a warrant.
I know who he is.
He came back on February the 13th, and it got continued to today. Oh, it looks like he got arrested February the 6th, or he was here for arraignment on failure to appear February the 6th, so.
And that was a failure to appear dating back to September last year, I
Yes.
believe. Thank you.
And on the OVI, had he been sentenced?
Yes. He's been sentenced, he's done community service, he's done the 3-day school, he's paid some of his fine, he hasn't paid it all. On the DUS, it's unresolved. So
But now he's in
we either
treatment.
need to get a plea on that or set it for trial, or dismiss it however you want to handle it. It was from September of 2021, so it's a year and a half old.
Well, we would want to have a plea on it. We don't have an opposition to him being in treatment, obviously, if he's sticking with the program at this point.
You need some time to talk about that, how you want to proceed on it? Or?
Can you give me just 5 seconds, Judge?
Okay.
Take driving. Judge, we're going to have to change the plea to that.
Okay, that's case number 21-2464. It's an unclassified misdemeanor driving under suspension. How does he plead?
Guilty.
Is that correct, Mr. Bentley?
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to tell me about it?
The only reason I was driving is because my girlfriend of 22 years is blind in one eye, and she lost her glasses, trying to get glasses, and she's been in and out of the hospital. She had her toe cut off, and she's not able to drive right at the moment. I know I shouldn't have been driving, but that's the only reason I was.
Okay. I don't see any kind of report from the arresting officer on this, other than attached to your driving record. So I'll just impose a $50 fine and court costs.
It shows you do not have insurance at that time also.
Was there insurance on that vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Well, you want to try to get it?
I'm stuck in rehab. If I can try to get it, I'll get it for you.
Because here, once I process this, if I go ahead and sentence you to process it, it goes to the B&B, they're going to give you another suspension on top of whatever suspensions you already have for driving without insurance.
Yeah.
If you think you can get proof of insurance, then you need to provide that. It was a 2001 Chrysler station wagon, blue in color. Who was the owner of that?
I believe it was my girlfriend, sir.
Okay. You think, and if she had insurance, if it was a local agency, they could provide the proof of it. If you get it off the internet, that's another thing. I don't know how you get proof of insurance back that far when you bought from a company off the internet. But, excuse me, if it's a local agency, you just call them up and say, I need proof that I had insurance September 5th, 2021, and they can give you something.
Yeah. I can check into it.
Okay. Well, let's come, the next time we come back, bring that with you if you can.
All right.
And I would say, so you're going to be under the supervision of common pleas for your treatment.
Yes, sir.
So I don't need to be following you as closely on that. Let's give you 6 weeks then to try to come up with this information on your insurance. And I'll just set it for a sentencing April 3rd. I think you're already here that day.
Yes, sir.
April 3rd, sentencing on 21-2464. And it'll be a review hearing on the 18-37-73, which was your OVI pre-trial. Okay, looks like you're in the right place, and you're just getting started on what you need to do, but follow through on it. We'll see you on April 3rd.
Thanks, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Gary Thompson, case number CRB 22-526-A&B. Gary Thompson did not check in.
Gary Thompson is Mr. Warford's case. I'm showing he's got a bond up.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Thompson was supposed to come in every week on Tuesdays before noon to do urine screening. He came in a couple of times, and he hasn't been in for a while.
Okay.
When he did come in, his urine screening was good.
Any word from Mr. Thompson?
No, Your Honor.
I'll let Mr. Sowards know he's failed to appear. set it for a bond forfeiture hearing on March 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Robert Struble, case number TRC 222761 A and B.
All right, Mr. Struble is appearing. Can you, Trooper, can you adjust? He's appearing on my laptop, but he's not showing up on that. I don't know what's going on with these two screens. They're not coordinated like they should be.
Is that what we're here for today? It's just this?
Go up to where it says people and see if the video's turned. Mr. Sherwood, you need to turn on your audio.
Oh, yes, sir.
There we go. Now we can hear you. I don't know why that video is not working. It's showing, he's on my screen. He's on my screen here. There we go.
I can't see your
Yeah. Well, let's see. We need to get digit 3 here. I don't know what's going on with that. I can see him and I can hear him. He's on my screen. Let's start.
Recording has started.
All right, Mr. Morford is here. I have already, it's already one in the file with his insurance card. Showing he was covered on a, well, he had coverage in his name, so that should cover him. He should get proof of insurance. All right, Mr. Morford, how do you want to proceed?
I believe that we were waiting on that, Judge. I believe we entered a plea guilty earlier. And
Well, I didn't make a note of that, so he wishes to enter a guilty plea now?
yes, Your Honor.
Is that correct, Mr. Sherwood?
Yes, Your Honor.
It is a first offense. And there's also failure to control.
Guilty as well.
Guilty of that. It was a one vehicle accident though, I think.
Yes, sir.
So it was only his vehicle.
Yes, Judge.
And was that your employer, sir, that owned the vehicle?
Excuse me?
Was it your employer that owned the vehicle?
No, it was a rental car.
Okay, because it says Ian Holdings out of Oklahoma was the owner. I didn't know who that was. I thought it might have been the
Yes,
Enterprise.
Enterprise rental car.
Okay, well, I'm going to read into the record the report from the officer, then if you want to make an explanation, you can. The officer says, December 11th, I was dispatched to a single vehicle crash, State Route 775. When I arrived on the scene, the vehicle was abandoned. I looked in the vehicle. There was an open can of Miller Lite in the center console and a case of Bud Light in the passenger floorboard. As I proceeded from the scene, a vehicle pulled up, told me there was a male walking about a mile north of the crash scene that stated the pedestrian was stumbling while walking. I got my vehicle, drove up State Route 775 to attempt to locate the pedestrian. I did locate him about a mile north of the crash. I got out of my vehicle, contacted Robert Struble. He had an Oklahoma OL, stated he had crashed his vehicle trying to contact someone to pick him up, stated he swerved to miss his deer. As he was talking, I could smell odor of alcohol coming from his person. His eyes were bloodshot. Placed him in my vehicle, transported him back to the crash scene. I had him step out of the vehicle to perform field sobriety tests. I asked him if he drank alcohol that night. He said he did not. I asked him about the open container of Miller Lite in the console. He stated there was not an open container in the center console. I proceeded to show him the open container. After he saw that, he got upset, told me to take him to jail. He also stated he did not want to perform field sobriety tests. At that point, he was placed under arrest for ODI and advised of his Miranda rights. He was placed in the back of the cruiser. He told me, asked me to come back to the cruiser and talk to him. When I got to the cruiser, he said he did not want to sit any longer, take him to jail. I said, I need to handle the crash first and then we could leave. He was not happy with that answer, stated he was going to kick my window out. I asked him if he decided to kick my window, he would be tased. I asked him, a few minutes later, I advised him I was not going to take him to jail, and then he started to calm down. Trooper Bayless arrived on the scene. Mr. Struble was given the BMV 2255 form, and he declined to take a breath sample. He was transported to the Comfort Inn and released and advised to appear in court. Okay, anything you want to say, Mr. Struble or Mr. Morford?
I'll defer to my client first, Your Honor.
Mr. Struble, anything you wish to say?
No, sir.
Mr. Heald, anything from the state?
No, Your Honor. It's a first offense, and we had a discussion previously about the 3-day school since he was in Oklahoma, I believe, or something like that.
Well, as far as I know, he has to go to an approved program by the state of Ohio, and I don't know of any programs that are outside the state of Ohio.
I think it's got to be.
So, now, he doesn't have to go to one here in Lawrence County. There's all over the state. There's multiple programs, and I'm sure in the big cities, there's lots of them. So if you wanted to fly into Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus, you can go to a program there. It just has to be an approved program by the state of Ohio and get us proof that he's completed it.
And that's the only comment we have, Your Honor, on the sentencing.
Okay.
Judge, I would just add that he is gainfully employed. He's a boilermaker, works in the states of Oklahoma and Texas, and just ask to be at your mercy, Your Honor.
Okay. I will impose, my standard policy is if you refuse to take tests, I give you a $1,000 fine. So that's what you're going to get. It's a $1,000 fine for not taking the test, or you to pay the court costs. He gets a 6-month license suspension, which will be in effect in his home state. Ohio will notify his home state. That'll be through June the 9th of 2023. 20 days in jail. I'll suspend all 20 days on the contingency that he do 5 days of community service, and you can do that. I'll let you do that in your home area since you're not living here. You can do it for a charity, some legitimate charity that has letterhead, like Salvation Army, Red Cross,
Dog Pound.
Dog Pound, something like that, or a Humane Society, something like that. They send into the court letter with 30 hours community service. That will satisfy the court's requirement. Or you can come here. We have a community service program here. You can come here anytime and do every day but Sundays or holidays. You are required to go to the 3-day treatment program, and anyone in the state of Ohio that's approved, you have to complete that, or you get the jail time required. I'm going to set his review hearing for September 25th. You got all summer, spring and summer to get all this finished. If you do, you don't have to appear. If you haven't got it finished, you have to appear. If you don't appear, you wind up getting a warrant for not appearing. So that'll be at 9 a.m. September 25th. There was a failure to control also, $20 fine on that. Anything else?
Your Honor, I would move the court to allow him work driving permit and/or counseling.
Okay, he can have, in fact, he may be interested in this. I'll let him have unlimited driving privileges, but he has to do that. You have to place the device on your vehicle that you blow into before you start the vehicle. If you want unlimited driving privileges, get that installed on your vehicle. You can have unlimited driving privileges during your suspension. You can go anywhere, anytime, just, not for illegal activities or drinking. If he doesn't want to do that, he can have limited driving privileges, which he can do for work, to go to his community service requirements, and for getting to his driver intervention program. That's what the driving school is called. Any of those things he would be legal for. Now, you live out of state, so, if you were driving here and you get pulled over and you're like going to work, it's not going to be a problem. But if you're in another state, I don't know. We've had, usually in the tri-state area, we don't have too much of a problem, but you go to Oklahoma or Texas or someplace like that, I don't know what a judge there is going to say about me saying you can drive. Because you'll be suspended. You've got an Oklahoma license, it looks like. You're going to get a suspension from Oklahoma also. Because the states all conspired together. So you get suspended in one state, you're suspended in the other state. They honor each other's suspensions. Okay, Mr. Struble, any questions you have? Probably would be a good idea for you to call in and talk to your probation officer. Can we give you his phone number? You have something to write with?
Yes, sir. I got probation as well?
Yeah, you're on probation. You're on probation until you get this stuff finished. 740-867-3127, extension
I think it's 29.
29. Or just ask for Mr. Major, John Major. He's your probation.
It's not on the system, it says probation on it.
Or just check probation. Any questions, sir?
Nope.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Lance M. Davis, case number CRB 2350 A and B, and TRC 2339 A, B, C, and D.
Okay, you turned it off. I was trying to.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Trying to fix it so it would work. All right, this is Lance Davis. And Mr. Morford, are you representing him now? No, okay. Because I had it on file in Ohio, so I didn't know if you were hired. So, Mr. Davis, have you hired an attorney?
John, I just come up with the money last week to gain legal representation. Being that my license is suspended, I'm not able to make it back and forth to work right now.
So you're not working?
No.
Do you wish to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, if possible. I mean, I plan on gaining representation here this week, as long as I have two people that are supposed to get back with me, but they haven't yet.
So you have no income now?
No.
Where had you worked before?
I was actually, I had just got laid off across the river there over at Blacktop Industries. And,
Are you getting any kind of unemployment compensation?
no, well, I had planned on going back to pipelining, but being as the fact that I don't have a license.
Okay, I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you.
Good morning.
This is Lance Davis. It's a first offense OVI, and there is an endangering children charge. And a no operator's license charge.
Did you postpone? Well, you assigned your bond.
Yes.
And you said March the 6th is a bad date for you?
Yes, Your Honor, that's a bad day.
17th?
Yes, that'll work.
March 17th. And I'm going to put this down as the defendant's request.
Yeah.
Since he asked, he was supposed to have counsel by this date, but he was not. Okay, March 17th will be the next hearing, will be a pretrial at 10 a.m.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Step outside.
State of Ohio versus Cameron B. Harless, case number TRC 2348, A, B, and C.
And have you hired counsel, Mr. Harless?
No, sir. I was currently laid off because I didn't have a way to work, but they did tell me I could come back if I could figure out a ride to and from work.
Where was that?
Specialty Systems Electric.
Are you paid by the hour there?
Yes.
How much per hour?
$15.50.
When's the last time you worked?
Probably February 4th or 5th, beginning of the month.
But right now you have no income?
No income.
All right. Mr. Morford, is Mr. Morford still here?
It should be. We've got other cases.
Okay. Mr. Morford, this is Cameron Harless. It's a second offense OVI, low test score. I will appoint you.
Thank you, Judge.
March 6th.
I'm good then, Judge.
March 6th for pretrial, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Jeremy D. Jenkins, case number CRA 22816, CRB 22817, TRD 222781, A, B, and C. Did not check in, Your Honor.
It's Mr. Morford's case, supposed to be at Bethesda.
Your Honor, he was discharged for physical altercation and many beatings.
Okay, do we have any idea if he's still there?
I can call Megan.
Okay, once you do that, then we'll
Yes, he
recall.
should be under beatings. I'll check.
Okay, we'll recall this after she checks, see if he's at Minneapolis.
State of Ohio versus John D. Mead, case number CRA 22329.
This is Mr. Morford's case, it's preliminary hearing. My notes for today was a better report. It's not here, so that's not good. Well, and I had made a note that he needed to have a screen done today. The screen from Riverside is not good. Tested for amphetamine, methamphetamine, naloxone, THC. This is a felony.
Judge, I do have a little bit of information.
Okay.
Apparently, he contacted the court today, let them know he was going to the doctor because he has a fever and coughing and all this, and they told him to have you ask for continuance. I told him to go straight to the doctor and have an excuse emailed to, or faxed to us ASAP. That's my assistant Susie. But apparently, he says he's sick this morning, Judge.
Buying it, Mr. Deal?
Well, I'm skeptical. I would ask the court to issue a warrant in 7 days if he's not here.
Okay, Mr. Warford, time he needs to get in within the next week, or he'll have a warrant.
Yes, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Tina M. Wells, case number CRA 21606, CRD 141276, CRD 13688, A and B. Did not check it email.
Tina Wells. And I have Mr. Warford, you down.
Miss Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that name, guys.
Tina Wells, she was supposed to be in Mahajan, I think.
Well, this morning, apparently, she was somewhere and her car stuck in the mud in a driveway and she was awaiting a tow truck.
Same, 7 days before the warrant,
The
right?
mud is that's a pretty creative excuse.
It's a first.
Could be true, we had a lot of rain recently. But yes, we'd ask for a warrant in 7 days.
Okay, she's got 7 days to get here, or there'll be a warrant.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Billy Faulkner, case number CRD 22725.
Okay, you were going to check with Children's Services, and I guess you now have some information on that?
Yes, Your Honor, and really this thing has gone in a better direction for Mr. Faulkner. Mr. Faulkner and the other adult, the woman, and I don't know what their relationship is, their husband and wife, or what their relationship is.
Yes, that would be me.
Okay, well anyway, they are compliant with their case plan, that's number one, and that's a good thing. Also, I think the Children's Services opinion about the young fellow's account of what happened might have come into question a little bit. And so therefore, he's still in foster care, but of course the goal is for him to be reunified with the family. But he's having some issues as well. But we're going to go ahead and dismiss this charge at this time.
Okay, congratulations, Mr. Faulkner, your case will be dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck, sir.
What about the,
State of Ohio versus Trevor Hodge, case number CRA 2378 and CRA 2379.
Mr. Smith, Father Smith's case.
I have a paper from our counselor, addiction counselor.
Where are you?
Legal services. There's Jamie Phillips. It's a bunch of information in there.
All right, I do have some services at Goodwill.
It's an addiction counseling service.
Addiction Counseling Center, it's a sealed envelope, so if you want to open it up.
Okay. My understanding was he was going to go to Valley Health.
There was no openings for it.
No openings for Valley Health?
The one near my house, yeah. The one near close to where I live, yeah. This is closer to where.
Oh, this is closer to, okay.
Yeah. mental health I would have to go to would be
Goodwill? Doesn't say much, all it says was he had an intake on February the 13th. All it says.
It's the letterhead, that's the letter from the counselor herself, and then there's a packet of the services that are included there, or the services that happen.
Well, I don't find this acceptable, what the state wants to do with it.
Well, of course, I haven't had the opportunity to see that, but.
There's not much to see. Here, take a look at it.
Well, I mean,
it says he went for an assessment, that's it. That's all it says.
I have a secondary meeting.
Ma'am, you're out of order. Quiet. Sir, take him to the bathroom.
All right, that's why, sir.
You're in contempt.
Because the judge just told me to.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Shandon Pringle, case number CRA 22563, CRB 22564, CRB 2189, and CRB 22295.
This is Mr. Smith's case, and it's set for a hearing on probation violation.
Okay.
Approach?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, gives testimony if he that's my understanding. It's
The allegation was there was some sort of substance brought in the facility. All right, this is set for an evidentiary hearing today about a probation violation, but it's my understanding now that Ms. Pringle is trying to admit that she violated the terms of her probation. Is that correct, Mr. Smith?
Your Honor, yes. It was just based on the last report. There's one sentence in there that she said that wasn't exactly correct, but she's admitting that she did have a relapse and she'd like to continue with the program.
Well, relapse, and the thing that I recall about this that I thought was really aggravated was that she also involved another person in her relapse. Is that correct?
Well, luckily, the other client, we tested her, results came back, there was nothing in her system, thank God.
Okay.
But it could have ended very badly, yes.
All right, and you're Ms. McKnight?
I am.
And you're the director of the facility?
Oh, no, sir, I'm a counselor there.
Counselor, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're at, there's been an admission now that she violated her probation, that she relapsed. What do we do about it? So it's my understanding you have some recommendations to the court as to what you would think are appropriate in terms of treatment.
Well, the ultimate decision, of course, Judge, is yours. I feel like she definitely needs more treatment. You know, what you decide that looks like, I'm going to leave that up to you.
Well, I'll hear your recommendation because, you know, I have a lot of experience with this, but I'm not trained, I'm not a trained professional. So you are there with her a lot more than I am. So if you have some recommendation, that's probably what I'm going to go with in terms of additional treatment for her. So do you have a recommendation?
If it were up to me, she would do the 84 days and then continue in sober living services after that.
Okay. Any reason that should not be imposed, Mr. Smith?
You understand their recommendation? No, Your Honor, whatever is required of her, she's willing to do it.
Okay. Well, that's what's going to happen then. It's recommended that she continue in treatment for another 84 days and then continue with follow-up thereafter. Ms. Pringle, you have a lot of ability to do this, and you've demonstrated it before. But you also have a streak in you that's kind of, this is my perception from watching you over the year, you have a little rebellious streak in you too. And that can be a good thing if you harness it for the right things, because you're strong-willed, strong-minded, but sometimes that gets out of control and you get off the path you need to be on. So I want you to get back into compliance, do well, and go on and have a great life. You know, you're a young person, you could really do well and are on the path for doing that, but you've got to get things under control. And I don't want to see anything like this happening again. So we all make mistakes, you've had one, let's not have any more.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, and you're willing to do this, you're willing to stay in treatment and complete?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, thank you for your recommendation. Let's come back in a month and see where we are.
It's on, Your Honor.
March 24th, is that a good date?
That works.
March 24th will be the next hearing. Hopefully we get a good report then. I find that she was in violation of probation and she's ordered to complete treatment, which will be at least another 84 days and complete whether aftercare and follow-up is recommended after that.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Ludy A. Roberts, case number CRA 22773. Did not check it.
Your Honor, I received a message from her daughter, who's also called the court. Ms. Roberts is apparently in the hospital. I have not confirmed that. So,
what's the state's position on it?
Well, yes, we would ask for a bench warrant to issue in 7 days if she's not here. I know that the last time we were here, that it was told to us that she was in the hospital, so either she's, well, I don't know.
All right, so you got 7 days before a warrant issues from this court.
thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Jeremy D. Jenkins, case number CRA 22816, CRD 22817, PRD 222781, A, B, and C.
This is Mr. Morford's case, Jeremy Jenkins. He was the one that was at Bethesda, got in trouble there, supposed to go to Mended Reeds, and Taylor was checking on that to see if he was at Mended Reeds still.
No.
See if she's got that information. Yes.
Miss Wells has appeared, Tina Wells. She was called a few moments ago.
Okay, we can call her back up. Do we have her file? Tina Wells. Well, here's Ms. Jones.
I spoke with Mended Reeds. He is compliant in treatment. He's still there, and that was as of the 20th. All drug screens are compliant as well.
Okay, thank you for checking on that.
Jeremy Jenkins. You're welcome. Jeremy Jenkins.
Jeremy Jenkins.
Yeah.
22,816. All right, so we'll continue it for another month then. If the state's agreeable to that.
Yes, Your Honor.
He is in compliance now. Next hearing, March 24th, 10 a.m. for a preliminary hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of law recalls Tina N. Wells, case number CRA 21606, CRB 141276, CRD 13688, A and B.
All right. We had called this earlier, and she was not here. She is here now. It's 11:45 p.m. Mr. Morford's the attorney, set for preliminary hearing.
Judge Shea, you still?
Yes.
She's been in Mahajan and continues to treat there.
Does she have a report from them?
They were supposed to send one in.
I don't have one. The last report I have from Mahajan was December 30th. Okay. Mr. Cooper went to check to see if we got a report from Mahajan. Okay. We need Mr. Major to come in then. Maybe he has a report on this.
We do have a report, Your Honor.
Okay, it says she's compliant and doing what she's supposed to do. Wow. We've got some old cases here. How are we going to handle these? They've been pending for a while, Mr. Wood.
Those are ones shows you money or community service on, Your Honor.
No, there's a 21606 is a grand theft. Is involving a vehicle. I think that was a family member though, I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it's just been allowed to pin.
Yes.
And then the others are all. She has a community service on theft offense. That's all.
He was supposed to process it. He said he was going to dress it up. I want to spread it.
Is she still in treatment? Yes. Okay. And Your Honor, and I just got the file back. Our goal was for her to be successful in treatment, and the victim was, a long time ago, was in agreement that if she did that we could dismiss the grand theft charge.
Maybe it's time, because it's been like a year and a half. I mean, she hasn't always been compliant, but she is now, and the case is rather old, so.
I'm all for it.
Okay. 21606 will be nolly, since she's been successful in treatment. So the only thing she has are these old cases where she has still some community service and fine to pay on 14-1276 and 13-688. I'll just put those for review hearings. We'll set up for March 24th for a review at 9 o'clock. But her pending felony is dismissed. We'll consider her completed with treatment.
You need to get with Mr. Cooper up there and do your community service this on Monday through Friday. And just make some payments of money if you
I don't have any money.
Now, you can stay Mahajan if you want to, but I'm not going to require it. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'd like to stay.
State of Ohio versus Keith Cooper, case number TRC 21-121 A and B, CRB 21-288. Keith Cooper. Did not check in, Your Honor.
It's Mr. Morford's case, and it's down for sentencing. He has a bond, a recent bond. It's on an OVI and a littering that he still hasn't completed. So do you have any information as to where he is?
I do not, Your Honor.
I'll let Mr. Sowards know, and there'll be a warrant issued for not appearing. And set for March 13th for bond forfeiture hearings, same as we did the other one. March 13th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Ashworth, well, we have another hearing. We need to get that back up. We've got another hearing coming. Mr. Ashworth's trying to get on. He can't.
Apologies.
State of Ohio versus Randy C. Jackson, case number TRC 22-1401 A, B, C, and D, and CRB 22-689.
Yes. Randy Jackson is represented by Mr. Smith. Got a report from Spectrum. Well, it looks like he was doing well, but he hasn't been seen since January 24th, so he's not here today. So he gets a warrant for not appearing. Let's see, I don't think there is a bond. There's not a bond. Be a bench warrant issued for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Shaquille Lowry, case number TRC 22-1282, A, B, and C.
Your Honor, Ms. Lowry, I'm not sure where she is. I haven't heard from her today. I did send you by text a status update from TCC that says she's doing very, very well. She also has a full-time job at Applebee's up in New Boston that she works.
You sent me a text for Ms. Lowry?
Yes, I did. So she's done very well, so I'm not sure where she's at today, which is really strange for her.
She had a session just yesterday.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And she's tested negative on all her screens here recently, and so she might as well. She might have just forgot about this.
You want to ask for a continuance then?
Yes, Your Honor.
We don't oppose that.
When can you come back? How about, well, I know you're not here March 6th. How about the 3rd?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, at the defendant's request, case is continued to March 3rd. Make sure she knows to be here then.
Yeah.
And that's at the defendant's request.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus James McClaskey, case number TRC 19-975, A, B, and C, and CRB 19-274.
I think the only thing we have to do here, Your Honor, is status on payments. Did you pay anything?
I got it in my pocket, I can't go back there.
Okay, how much you got?
50.
50. You'll pay 50 today, Your Honor.
And he has community service to do too.
And I got I've been doing some at Bloom Township, and I got the card so they'll know where to send it.
Where's that?
At 140,
What county is that in?
Scioto.
Yeah, it is a township out there. Your Honor.
All right,
Yeah.
get a report in here.
But I'm gonna give them the paperwork so they can send in my hours I'm working out there.
March 24th, Mr. Stratton?
Yes, Your Honor, that's fine.
March 24th will be the next hearing, it'll be for sentencing. See the clerk, Mr. Kane.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Courtney Riggs, case number CRB 22-738.
Mr. Ashworth is special prosecutor on this. He's appearing by teleconference. And we've got Christine Scott as counsel for the defendant. And I believe she's on by teleconference also. And I assume Ms. Riggs, yes, I see Ms. Riggs is also everyone's by teleconference today. All right, can everyone hear me? We had a little problem with the teleconferencing equipment. It looks like it's working correctly now.
I can hear you, Your Honor.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a lag, but I can hear you.
Okay. Have counsel had a chance to talk about this case?
Yes, Your Honor, we've been in communication about the case. The defense counsel has provided me with some documents, and we're still working through some things, but we probably will have potential resolution in the next couple of weeks. We need to, time's been waived, so we would like to kick this out for another pretrial in 2 or 3 weeks, at which time we will probably have reached a resolution.
All right.
That's acceptable to the victim.
And you concur in that, Ms. Scott?
I do, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. The 6th or the 13th or the 20th are all dates that would work for the court.
I'm going to disappear for just a minute so I can look at my calendar.
Okay.
I'm in trial the 13th with Kenny Hicks, but other than that, the 6th and 20th.
My sympathies. Are
Thank
you
you.
on the same side or opposite side?
Opposite side.
Oh, that'll be a lot of fun.
What were the dates? What were the dates? Your Honor?
Well, really, let's look. The 10th is out. I can't do the 10th. But really, any other date in March I can do, but not the 10th.
And would this need to be an in-person proceeding, or may it be a video conference?
Well, if it's not going to be a plea, I would say we can still do a pretrial by teleconference.
And what days of the week are we looking at?
Mondays or Fridays?
Mondays or Fridays?
Yes. Mr. Ashworth is out on the 13th and the court's not available on the 10th. So 3rd, 6th, 17th, 20th, 24th, any of those dates would work.
Could we do the, can we do the 17th like at 10 a.m. or 10:30?
Mr. Ashworth?
Fine, you Mark.
Okay, you want to do it?
I have an ALS clinic.
Oh, you can't do that, Courtney?
No, and I'm in court on the 13th. I have ALS clinic on the 17th, and I would appreciate it if I didn't miss that.
Okay, Ms. Scott, do you have another date?
Yeah, I'm looking. I could do noon on the 24th. Or unless that was a date that was not available.
No, that was, Mr. Ashworth, does that work for you?
That works.
Does that work for you, 14th?
Is this February or March?
March the 24th at noon.
Yeah, I got those.
All right, the next hearing is going to be March 24th at 12 p.m. for a pretrial. Counsel can appear and the defendant by teleconference.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Clyburn, case number TRC 20-1541, A, B, and C, and CRB 2644.
All right, and this is, Mr. Cliver had a review hearing on the 13th. He's here today, which is the 21st. He made a payment today. You still got community service to do.
I know, next rainy day I get, I'm gonna come in. Your Honor, if I may, he was supposed to be here on January 21st, and he's not sure of that. Yep, I had a
About
lot.
that.
I had a lot of stuff going on. My son just had knee surgery. We poured 100 yards of concrete for Dean Palmer. I couldn't get here.
Well, you gotta get this done. This
I
case
know.
is going on for too long.
I know.
So I want to see community service done this next time frame.
Yep, once I turn the COVID card in, I'll have 2 days. So I'll get that done.
March 20th is gonna be your next hearing. March 20th. And that'll be at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jeffrey A. Trout, case number CRB 21900 and CRB 21602.
All right, this was a review hearing from Friday, I think it was. No, today. It was Saturday.
Today.
You just liked today.
Yeah.
So what have you done on your cases? Anything? You made a payment last month. You have a payment you're making today?
Yeah.
How much are you gonna pay?
30.
All right, see the clerk. I'll cancel the warrant. March 24th is your next hearing.
March 24th.
March 24th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. See the clerk.
State of Ohio versus Robin Varney, case number CRB 22730. Mr. Morris's case.
It's Mr. Morpher's case, and I have it set as a trial date.
Jessica. What? You just seen it. Yeah, it's lovely.
Just to figure out whether or not you were going to be here. Here's what they have offered you. 30 days suspended, minor assessment treatment, and no contact with her. I think you can do with this one. Accept that. Judge, do you mind recalling this in a couple of minutes? I need to talk to her outside.
Case will be recalled.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus recalls Trevor Paul, case number CRB 2379, CRA 2378.
It's Mr. Smith's case. This is set on the docket. Mr. Smith?
I don't know the court's position if they're accepting the goodwill industries or not as far as treatment providing. It has advised he has another meeting tomorrow. I guess he was assessed last Monday. The reason he wasn't, he left, or couldn't be valued up is because they didn't have the openings at the one closest to him. And I believe that you don't have a card or a license. That's the reason why I went to do it.
Does Mr. Hodge realize he's charged with a felony 5 for which he can go to prison in the state of Ohio?
He thought that if I wanted to go to
Does Mr. Hodge realize that it's only by the grace of this court that I allow him to stay here, because most felonies go on to the grand jury, get indicted, and go to the common police court?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to hear something else from Mr. Hodge. How about an apology for laughing at the court?
I do apologize for that, Your Honor.
I don't think you're taking this very seriously, sir.
I'm taking this seriously.
Okay, it's time for you to be quiet and listen to me.
Yes, sir.
You come in here with something from Goodwill that's next to nothing, and you waited until February the 13th to get that. You got charged January 27th with possession of drugs, a felony 5, and a theft offense. You had told me at the initial hearing you would go to Valley Health. That's what I put down. The only thing you bring me is a letter from Goodwill saying you went there for an assessment February 13th. It doesn't say doesn't tell me what the assessment is, what your treatment's going to be, nothing. So at this point, I may ask the prosecutors to take it on to the grand jury, have you indicted, and you can go deal with the common police court, where they have the option of sending you to prison, Star, someplace like that, where you're locked down for treatment. No visiting girlfriends or whoever this person is that tried to...
It's my mother.
It's your what?
Mother.
Mother, okay. Mom, you're not a lawyer. You're not allowed to blurt out in the middle of court. Do you have a medical card?
No, sir. What, medical card
For treatment. How do you get it?
Oh, I have medical insurance, yes, sir.
Through?
Cigna.
Is that health insurance?
Yeah.
Through your family's employment?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm not going to accept Goodwill. In fact, I don't know what the state's pleasure is. What do you want to do with this, Mr. Healy?
Well, Your Honor, I do recall the last time there was a discussion about the fact that his options were limited because of having private medical insurance.
But he's got some good options. He's got Valley Health. He's got ProAct. He's got OVP. They all accept health insurance.
And I agree with that. And I believe that if I were standing in the shoes right now, I would have taken your, what you've said to him very seriously, because I felt like I was taking it seriously and I wasn't even directed at me. So I'm hoping that he has gotten the message at this point.
So you're willing to leave it here?
For the time being.
Okay, I'm going to give you another chance, but I want you to know you're on thin ice.
Yes, sir. If it pleases the court, I can go to ProAct. That is one of the second option.
Okay. Go to ProAct, and you need to tell them when you go there, I've been ordered, a condition of my bond is to come here and get treatment. Not, I don't know why I'm here, I've never done anything wrong, I don't have a problem. If you go to tell them that, I'm just going to send you on down to the other court. You'll get indicted by the grand jury. You'll appear in front of one of the two common pleas judges where you have a 50-50 chance of going to prison. I think you want to take that off the table, don't you? We'll start acting like it. And your family needs to act like it. You can't just say, oh, he didn't have a ride, so he's going to go to Goodwill. If you want to see him helped, you need to get him to an appropriate place for treatment. Hubbard's Branch Road, seems like I know that. Is that in Wayne County? Where is Hubbard's Branch Road?
It's a mile before Cerrito off James River.
Yes, I know that well. Well, it's awfully close to Wayne County then. But you can get, believe me, and you know this if you live off James River Road, because you'll get angry at people riding their bikes on James River. There's people riding their bikes all the time on James River Turnpike. You can get a bike and ride from there to Proact. It's not that far. You can be there in 10 minutes if you sweat a little bit. But whatever you got to do it and get there. And act like this is serious. Because it is serious business. And don't come back here with an attitude again, or I'm just going to wash my hands of you and say, I don't want to see this guy again. Get him out of here, send him to the grand jury. March the 13th?
Could we do March the 10th?
No.
No?
We're having a jury trial that day here. So. So we can do any day. I want to keep it around that time frame. The 6th, the 17th.
Let's do the 6th so I can get in after.
And I have a contact person at Proact, so I'm going to send them all your contact information. I'm going to say, be looking for Trevor. He's coming your way. And I expect to get a good report. And this is for your benefit. It's not for me, but I want you to do well. But for you to do well, you've got to be invested in it and do it for your own sake. But I'm going to hold you accountable. Okay, you can come out of the box. We'll see you on March the 6th at 10 o'clock with a good report from Proact. So I want you to get there immediately, like tomorrow. You don't wait until March the 5th and say, I got to be in court March 6th. That's bad faith if you do that. That means you're not interested in getting this done. That's all.
State of Ohio recalls Robin Varney, case number CRV 22730.
Okay, Mr. Morford wanted this recalled so he could talk to Ms. Varney, and I assume that's happened.
Yes.
That's fine, as long as you stick with it. All right, well, we want her to be able to come back and report that she's continuing in that. Okay, that's fine.
And she has moved out. I think we have a resolution for approval, Judge.
Okay, let's hear it.
She's going to change her plea to no contest with the regular stipulation of findings of fact for guilty. I think Mr. Hill's going to ask you for a 30-day jail sentence suspended to continue the mental health treatment. My client has a couple of mental health diagnoses, Judge, that she's being treated for, which treatment predates these instances that are before you. She has also moved. They are no longer neighbors, and she agrees to stay away from this young lady.
Okay. And ma'am, you are Jessica Ferguson?
Yes.
Do you have anything you want to tell the court before I finalize these things?
I just want her to get help.
And your only connection is that you were neighbors, or is there any other connection?
We were neighbors, and I don't know if you heard the story, but Sunday she On November the 6th, she called my phone and cussed me out. On November the 7th, she called my phone again, asking me who I was. And then prior that day, she chased my car down by foot, screaming, "Court, court, court." That's someone who's unstable, who clearly needs help.
Okay. And do you agree she has moved now?
I haven't been home for 2 months. I've been staying with my boyfriend, so I don't know.
Because of this, or?
No, not really.
Okay. She has had an order of protection to stay away from you, so she hasn't violated that since this happened?
Correct.
Okay.
Judge, I would like to respond on behalf of my client to that. I think she would disagree that this didn't just happen unprovoked. She claims, my client claims, that there were some electronic attacks on her son that led her to contact this lady.
No. She called my phone. May I speak, please?
Yes, ma'am.
She called my phone on Sunday. I was at work from 7 a.m. to almost 4 o'clock. I didn't get home until like 6 in that evening. There's text messages where she called my phone and cussed me out and called my friends her two-faced and stuff like that. I had no idea what Miss Warning was talking about. Now, in regards to her son and my daughter were in class together in 3rd grade. And my daughter made fun of her son. God knows what reason. I think it's something that had to do with his shirt. Something was on his shirt. I don't condone in bullyingness, so I made my daughter apologize. That was it on that one. I did let her know that her son was trying to stab a teacher with a pencil, you know, like as an acquaintance, I was letting her know. But this has nothing to do with her kid.
Okay. All right, anything else, Mr. Warford?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Hill?
Well, Your Honor, and I think that the fact that Ms. Ferguson is still, after all this, primarily concerned about Ms. Varney's well-being, I think it shows the sincerity of her, the way that she's come to the court today and asked just that Ms. Varney attend to her treatment, which I understand had already been ongoing even before this incident and has continued. So that's what we want is the 30-day jail sentence would be suspended and would just provide extra motivation for Ms. Varney to, attend to her treatment, whatever that happens to be. And we want the court to know what that is so that it could be updated from time to time. And we hope that there just aren't any more problems between the parties, which I don't think probably there would be now, hopefully, just because they won't be in the same proximity. But we are going to, of course, want a no contact order just in case.
We're agreeable with that, Your Honor.
Where is she getting treated?
I attend Shawnee and Colgrove.
All right, I'll accept the plea of the defendant. I'll impose a $200 fine, and I'll suspend $100 on the condition that you comply with the court's order to get treatment and stay away from Ms. Ferguson. 30 days in jail, all suspended. Order to stay away from Ms. Ferguson. There'll be a no contact order. And it sounds like there's no reason for you to go around her anyway, so that's not a problem.
Can it be both ways?
No, she's not. She's not before the court. You're before the court as a defendant. She's not. So now, if she comes around you and you don't want her to, you just go in. I mean, I don't think doesn't sound like she's going to be coming around you anyway, but if she does, you retreat and call the sheriff's office. Go into your residence and call the sheriff's office and say, there's a trespasser here. I don't think that's going to be a problem. You'll be on probation for 2 years, and I'll make it level 5 probation. And you'll have a review hearing September 25th. You have to pay your fine and court costs, and I want to see a report from Shawnee then that you've been going to your counseling. Just bring me a letter tell your counselor you need a letter that you are compliant with treatment. That's what I need to see, that you're doing what you're supposed to, and you are ordered to stay away from Ms. Ferguson. She'll need to meet with Mr. Major, probation officer, before she leaves, and then she's free to go.
You come back at 9 o'clock. She did you, like she said, retreat in your home.
All right, court's adjourned.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then your safety for that is children. You can always go apply for protection. I'm always just a minute.
February the 21st.
Hang on for just a second. He's got to give you a copy, okay? And he's out there and see you later.
Just gonna wait for me out.